So again, it is something we want to pursue. It's not something that will be happening on July 1. And just to recap very quickly, there are a few changes that are going to happen after July 1. That would be the scheduling, the 6 a.m. collection start, and rerouting, which will change your days of service. The piece that is waiting for approval from council is simply the change from 2 collections that are both about trash to 2 collections, one dedicated to trash, one dedicated to recycling. And that's it. We'll take questions. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I would like you to explain that one of the concerns we had, that if economics didn't work or didn't got losses, that the city might think maybe we can save money by not doing the recycling. That's why it's in the bill and identified as 1 day refuge and 1 day recycling. So that we know that that is the law.
Right, the 2 dates of service are codified so that we must provide a day for trash collection and a separate recycling collection. So we are obligated to that in the code. Yes, ma'am. We printed this before the volume limit was changed, but actually, under current code, if you use 2 32-gallon cans, and you put out 2 cans per collection day, you're just under the legal limit today. So you would be setting out 2 32s per collection, so that's actually accurate for today. You can technically, by law, after July 1st, it's going to be 96 gallons for 1 trash collection. That just changed as well. Literally, this just changed, so. The timing change?
Your own change is July 1.
But
our community, I honestly think it's nice community.
Right.
I don't want to go back and tell them when the sign says, when the sign.
This isn't going to be mailed to all households, the actual code as fun. No. This has gone to all households because it reflects law today. The new piece that will go out to all households will reflect the legislation once it's approved by City Council. And that's really, until we have approval, we're sort of tied to current law. We can't send out new information until we know we have approval. Yes, sir.
Yes, I have a question. In my first institution, we have a lot of groups that have Monday and Thursday trash pickup. Is there going to be a pickup on Monday, June 30th, and then the new system of pickup for trash refuse? See confusion?
Yes, actually what's going to happen is we're going to begin implementing on July 14th. So there'll be information sent to every household in the city giving the actual implementation date. The law goes into effect July 1, but we will actually begin to change our service on July 14th.
So there's a 2-week grace period between July 1st
Yes.
and July 14th?
And there's actually a 90-day grace period to get used to the new schedule. We're not going to be out enforcing because we don't expect that everyone's going to be used to what's going on. It's a big change. So Eric will be able to talk a little more about how his enforcement officers are going to manage that transition, but we are anticipating 3 months before we start to put even warnings. You'll probably be getting flyers from us when we see that you set out on a wrong time to get households that didn't get the message accustomed to the new schedule. But we're not going to be enforcing writing tickets on July 1 or even July 14 because you have stuff out on the wrong day. What we will be enforcing now, July 1 and after, is use of trash cans with lids. We're really focused on households that have their trash setting out the day before or in between collections in anything but a can with a lid. Yes, ma'am.
Talk about the additional people coming in and
Yes.
the more resourceful we are going to be with the trash people in terms of being able to be able to the alleys and the streets.
Right.
We recycle them also.
Right, well, as we were saying earlier, right now we run 2 completely separate operations, 2 sets of trucks, 2 sets of crews. One of those sets picks up your trash twice a week. There's another completely different group that picks up your recycling twice a month. In between their recycling collections, they're cleaning streets and alleys. So when you call and report a dirty alley or illegal dumping that needs to be cleaned up, you would typically get from 311, it's going to take us 7 to 14 days to get out to take care of that problem. And that's because at any given time, we might actually be doing recycling collection with our crews that we would really like to have focused exclusively on street and alley cleaning. So after July 1, we will have one set of crews that become your everything, your trash and your recycling collection crew. The crew that does recycling today will become full-time street, alley, and give us some help